Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. Begin with our top stories. Indomitable lion Landry Nguemo has died in a road accident this Thursday. The unfortunate incident along the National Road number 4, precisely at Nguemo, a village not far from Douala, left Nguemo and the driver lifeless. We'll tell you more in this edition of Newscast. And a deadly bomb blast in Oshun village, Batibo subdivision on Wednesday evening resulted in the deaths of at least 2 civilians and left 1 injured. Eyewitnesses report that the victims were driving in a Carina vehicle when the explosive device detonated beneath the Trans-African highway, causing a massive explosion. And Cameroonians are expressing renewed anxiety following the Minister of Public Health announcement regarding a potential resurgence of COVID-19 in 2024. You have their reactions in this edition of Newscast. Once more, welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. And we begin on a sad note. Former Indomitable Lions Landry Nguemo has died in a road accident this Thursday. The unfortunate incident along the National Road number 4, precisely at the Nguemo village not far from Douala, left Nguemo and the driver lifeless. Their car is said to have been crushed by a heavy-duty truck as they were returning from Bafoussam to Yaoundé. Landry Nguemo played for the Cameroon national team from 2006 to 2014, making a total of 42 appearances. The midfielder, who also played for many professional football clubs in France and other European countries, was recently seen on the media when Cameroon took on Cape Verde on June 8th at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium. The Lion quits the scene at the age of 38. And a deadly bomb blast in Oshun village, Batibo subdivision, northwest region of Cameroon on Wednesday evening resulted in the deaths of at least 2 civilians and left 1 injured. Eyewitnesses reports that the victims were driving a Carina vehicle when the explosive device detonated beneath the Trans-African highway, causing a massive explosion. More on the report with a reporter, Saleh Sharifa and Collins Anye.
I'm not sure. Nobody can.
At least 2 civilians are reported dead and 1 injured in a bomb blast at Oshun village in Batibo subdivision on Wednesday evening. Eyewitnesses say the victims were driving in a Carina vehicle when the huge explosive device radiated from beneath the third road of the Trans-African highway in a loud explosion that shattered the car to many pieces, flying to different directions with a deep crater that almost cut both sides of the highway. One of the separatist leaders has in a social media outing this Thursday claimed responsibility for the incident, stating that the Amazonian Defense Forces originally targeted a passing military convoy of armored cars, but the dead and injured were rushed to the Bamenda Regional Hospital by the military.
Yeah. Oh Lord, Jesus Christ.
Anesthetic surgery is what the recent Chimpanzee attack victim will undergo following medical attention he is receiving at the Yaoundé General Hospital for Chimpanzee disfigured the face of Bijat weeks ago at the Ndom subdivision, Salaga Maritime Division of the Littoral region. This was disclosed during a comfort support visit by the Minister of Forestry and Wildlife. More in the following story.
Deep scratches, wounds, stitches. The justice that about 4 chimpanzees meted on this man in his 50s, whose name we got as Bija, to ascertain they are the kings of the forest. More than a week after the incident, his eyes are still tight and heavy, his head covered with bandage, body gradually coming out of the battering and pains. A rare image of the human-wildlife conflict.
We used to see it in the far north region, Adamawa and north, where elephants destroy farmland and habitation. But what we saw today, it has been something really difficult, unbearable.
There are certain principles the Minister of Forestry and Wildlife reiterates to take into consideration in the face of such a situation.
De savoir que lorsque on a aperçu les
to note that once we see trace of an animal, we should immediately inform the administration in charge, be it in the village or in the farms. This for the competent authority to give the attitude to be observed during that period. Due to his disfigured face, the director of the Yaoundé Central Hospital, Dr. Pierre-Joseph Fouda, told the minister that a chimpanzee attacked victim will have to undergo aesthetic surgery, an operation to repair his damaged face. While wishing quick recovery to the victim, the minister also salutes the doctor for their efforts and attention this far.
With the re-emergence of coronavirus in Western countries and even Africa after years of relative calm, a call for concern to all. Disturbing news according to the population will see life burden already much to be mixed with health concern. Public Health Minister in that light is calling on Cameroonians to go back to the traditional barrier measures that were in place during the last incident. Let's listen to the Minister of Public Health. An interview of the Minister of Public Health, but Cameroonians have been reacting. We'll come back to an interview of the Minister of Public Health regarding the re-emergence of coronavirus.
We have noticed numbers of cases of COVID-19 over the world. So I want to say to our compatriots to be very delighted. Our health and all the measures we have put in place when we fight against COVID-19. We can back to the mask, facial mask. We can back to the measure, distanciation of social distanciation, and all measure of public health we put in place. So I think that is the main information that I want to deliver to our compatriots.
And Cameroonians have expressed mixed feelings following the Public Health Minister's announcement regarding the potential resurgence of COVID-19 in 2024. This comes as the country knows the devastating impacts of the pandemic in 2020. More in the following story. We are talking about Cameroonians who have experienced or expressed renewed anxiety following the Minister of Public Health announcement regarding a potential resurgence of COVID-19 this 2024. This comes as the country recalls the devastating impact of the pandemic in 2020. More in the following story. Cameroonians are grappling with fear and uncertainty after the Minister of Public Health warns of a possible COVID-19 resurgence this 2014. The traumatic memories of the first wave in 2020, which claims over 1,974 lives and infected more than 125,000 people, have resurfaced for many. Speaking to Canal International, one Cameroonian expressed deep concern, questioning whether the country could endure another outbreak. There's every reason for every Cameroonian to panic at this point in time. At least we know what happened in 2020. We still hold memories of the number of deaths and infected cases. The minister's announcement has sparked a call for increased vigilance. Many Cameroonians who had largely abandoned preventive measures now face an urgent need for re-education. The minister's announcement is to put everyone on the alert and for the population to adopt barrier measures. A lot had abandoned. There's need for re-education of the population. The recent return of Muslim faithfuls from the Hajj pilgrimage without undergoing proper screening has heightened fears of contamination. This concern is compounded by reports from Senegal, where 19 cases have been detected among the pilgrims. It's normal for government to take such measures. The population needs to be protected, especially Muslims who took part in the Hajj. Some of them came through Garoua, so there is need for vigilance and for government to impose barrier measures. Given the high risk of transmission, particularly with other African countries on high alert, the Minister of Public Health has urged citizens to re-embrace preventive measures. Additionally, he announced the implementation of strict controls at airports to curb the spread of the virus. The situation calls for a unified and proactive approach to ensure the safety and health of all Cameroonians. The Bonaberi Grand Anga market is grappling with severe unsanitary conditions following a recent demolition by the Douala. Four council traders are left in despair, surrounded by heaps of rubbish and stagnant water. More with our reporter Gladys Ambo Ziba.
The Grand Anga market in Bonaberi, Douala, has been plunged into a state of disarray and failed since the officials of the council carried out a demolition on May 28, 2024. The once bustling market is now a breeding ground for disease, with traders fighting to salvage what remains of their businesses. Piles of rubbish dominate market landscape, a stark contrast to the cleaner conditions before the demolition. Plantain stems, worn-out crates, and various waste items float in blackish water, while foodstuff lie exposed on the dirty ground. The level of unsanitary conditions has left traders deeply concerned.
We are not selling on the garbage heap. Before, we were selling away from the pedestrian path and sweeping the market almost every day. Now there is dirt everywhere and we don't know what to do. The market was never dirty. It is because our stalls have been destroyed that merchants are using the opportunity to dump their garbage here. We used to sell in a very clean environment.
Previously, each trader had a designated counter, but all were destroyed by the council's machines. Now the traders are exposed to disease, the harsh sun and overpowering stench. They feel abandoned and are pleading for better treatment from the authorities.
We have nowhere to exhibit our goods. We are threatened and chased. Where do they want us to go to? Council officials should tell us. We are in a total despair. The government chases us without allocating space to relocate. As mothers and widows, we rely on this business to care for our children and send them to school.
As these merchants navigate the aftermath of the demolition, they are calling on the Douala 4 Council for immediate intervention and support to restore their markets and livelihoods.
And Yaoundé city dwellers continue to be trapped in heavy garbage abandoned in different road junctions and markets for weeks. And now, and in what appears like a what can I do situation, some traders are forced to sell right beside the heavy and stinking trash. More with our reporter Haisencha.
Meters away from the garbage spot here at the Etudi market in Yaoundé, one is welcomed by a strong pungent smell, but these traders sell, eat and drink beside the stinking trash all day. It disturbs us, but we are forced to endure. It is not easy, but we have no choice. As Cameroonians, we have to battle to survive. Money doesn't know odor. I am used to it. It is my office. We eat and drink our beer here. That is the country. We can't do otherwise. They have adopted individual measures to stay healthy in the midst of the nasty situation. As remedy, we drink much water. We don't use nose mask because it scares clients away. But the surrounding is greatly affecting their business, as most clients consider such places as no-go areas. It affects our business. Clients want to come, but the odor keeps chasing them away. We try to convince the clients, flatter them. That is the only way to pull them. But I must tell you, it is a difficult situation. And just like Etudi, it is a similar situation here at Biamasi and other markets of the capital city, with tons of garbage abandoned for weeks. Worse still, those areas used as urinaries by many.
And that was a package we reserved for you today. And before we part ways, let's have this advertorial. 50 years after its creation, Victoria Customs Cooperative Credit Union Limited is fast expanding. VICOL has officially opened its doors in Mile 4 in Limbe, Landry in Douala, and in Kribi, with banking services available for all. Customers are called upon to visit the new branches of the Victoria Cooperative Credit Union Limited and benefit business and contract finances and equally loan and lots more. More with our reporter Ines Onwabala.
50 years after its creation, the Victoria Custom Cooperative Credit Union Limited today has witnessed a rapid growth and expansion and now represented in 5 regions with 9 branches in Cameroon.
Victoria Customs has branches all over Cameroon. We have a branch in Bamenda, we have a branch in Douala, we have about 4 branches in Limbe, we have a branch in Kribi, we have a branch at Landry, Douala, we have a branch in Kuseri.
We are 50 years old, starting in 1974. We are mature, we are financially stable, and we are ready to do business at all levels.
This is the second office of the Victoria Customs Cooperative Credit Union Limited in Douala. The Landry Quarter branch has officially been inaugurated and now fully functioning. The population of Douala and its environs are called upon to make good use of services offered here.
And we want to assure you that our doors are open to collaborate with you wherever possible so that this branch grows here and delivers other branches.
In Mile 4, the new VCCUL structure has opened its doors to all customers. The union, operating in its own 3-floor building, is welcoming all business ventures to open their account in any of the Victoria Customs Cooperative Credit Union Limited.
I've been a member with VICOL for the past 14 years. Actually, it's a wonderful experience being a member with them. I start up a small business that grown, and you have to establish another business still with VICOL. They are always there. So being a member, we are encouraging all the members that not just to come and save, but you have to build the spirit of borrowing so that you can pay back. That's how the business can grow.
In a bid to fulfill its mission to assist development of all fronts, from the grassroots to the highest business deal, Victoria Custom Cooperative Credit Union Limited has inaugurated the Kribi branch.
Is ready, open.
Wow. Merci. Animation.
Wow. Customers are all welcome for all banking services and products such as salaries payment, visa cards, check clearing, saving facilities, school fees loan, contract financing, mobile money, just to name a few. Created in 1974 in Limbe, the Victoria Custom Cooperative Credit Union Limited is a vision of a few custom officials who came together to uplift their social and economic life, pooled their meager resources to create this union. Today, Victoria Custom Cooperative Credit Union Limited has expanded, and it is a solution center to your needs in all banking services.